we got a mix of experience here, even though it's a D3 match. You know, still have lots of players who have played before, played for a while. So, Link, who do you think is going to come out on top here? Do you have any predictions personally, or do you have an opinion on who's going to win?
I'm not sure. It just depends on who is on top of their game tonight. I mean, obviously, Thunder Smurf is a favorite for me, but I know, you have people on Mag playing pickup games all the time, so I mean, it could be anyone's game. Just depends on who's on it today. And it looks like we're going live into the pistol round now. TAW on security, Mag on insurgent. So getting that 25% on B, Spartan capping, Oracle going into Barbershop, but getting taken down very quickly. You see Hellraiser blocking.
Spartan's blocked. Roller with a pick on yellow, extra Scallion as he comes out of shops here. So you got Root and Paragon both making moves for C.
Thunder Smurf getting taken down by a red truck. C being capped now. There needs to be some rotations coming out.
Mac has a lot of A control right now, but they haven't elected to jump on it just yet. I think Roller's going to get down there and try to trade this out. They're not really going to make an effort to push B. They're just going to sit on it.
You can see him run off of B. Are they going to give that up? Hellraiser trying to pull a rope-a-dope here. I don't think that's going to work. Paragod flanking, but he's right behind Spartan, but he doesn't turn around.
Yeah, I don't think I think Spartan heard Paragod, but I don't think he wants to move. I think he knows two's on, and now he's kind of checking the area.
You can see Paragod just needs to look around, and he'll see Spartan.
Root's waiting for Oracle to come out of spawn, but he's got his back the wrong way. I think Oracle might see him if he checks this corner, but he won't.
No, he doesn't.
Root hear him. Oh, Root sees him but doesn't get the kill, and Paragod's still stuck in this rope-a-dope and B with Spartan. Max pretty much eliminated all of the spawners, but Paragod does kill Spartan.
Jit trying to get the kill on Paragod on Green Van, but to no avail. Missing all of his shots with that Colt 45. Now spamming.
Wolfman's pushing. Wolfman's pushing.
No, gets taken down. And Root might get the kill here onto Oracle. So now we're going to see a 2v1 in favor of security TAW. TAW, 75% on B almost. This doesn't look favorable.
Paragod went absolutely ham there. Just killed everyone.
Absolutely. Now Root coming in from above. Looking around, doesn't see white truck, doesn't look towards Blue Gay. He's right next to him. And no, he gets taken down. Now it's a 1v1. Paragod trying to get some
trying
picks.
to peek through this van. They know where each other are at. Let's see if one of them elects to move positions maybe. Just going to try to move, and he's going to get away with it.
Paragod, he's got to be running low on ammo.
Now, an interesting thing to do, Paragod could leave here and go A because it's so high capped up, and I think that's what he's going to do. Let's see how long it takes Jit to realize he's going to A. I think Jit will try to follow him through shops here. Paragod's playing smart.
Here comes Jit, though. Jit knows exactly what he's doing, trying to come in. But he needs to hurry up. A's already at 50%.
He's got probably 8 more seconds, about the exact same as the timer. Paragod seems to know what side Jit's coming in. I think he hears him.
Oh, and he's going to get taken down. No, he gets prone, and he gets taken down by Jit. Jit prone shoots him. Holy cow. What?
Paragod just missed there, and Jit with a quick 180 prone, a really slick move here.
I love the 45, man.
You gotta love those 180 prone moves, Link. A lot of people look at Insurgency as a really realistic game, and no doubt it has realistic elements, but I gotta love the arcadiness in Insurgency. It's great, really. Makes the game a great game.
Yeah, I mean, if Bruce Willis can do it, we should be able to do it, so.
Exactly, so. Okay, well, I played with a lot of these players, actually. I trained a lot of Mag's team on a few different teams, and I played with Triskelion and Thunder Smurf on TAW, so, and Paragod Pugs a lot. I know him pretty well. I think you're going to see a lot of aggression from Jit on Bravo, if that's what he's playing. Assume so. Roller will be, kind of semi-passive in shops, and Oracle will likely play Barber, I think. Thunder Smurf he's going to be, you know, a big factor for TAW. All right, we're live actually. It's going.
Yeah, Paragod trying to snipe. See any picks across the street? He does not. We'll see what they can get. Look at Spartan rushing into Barbershop, quickly taken down by Root. Oracle trying to come in and trade, but can't see Oracle. Or Oracle can't see Root. So B now being capped, but gets taken down on concrete. Paragod trying to snipe Oracle, but does not get him.
Mag's position all around B, they're very close together. TAW's very spread out. Mag really has superior positioning right now.
Yeah, Thundersmurf and Triskelion getting kills. Wow, and Thundersmurf prone shooting across Africa. Now
TAW needs to block B here. Jit's on B and he's capping it. They need to get this block, and they do get
now
the
they
block.
have 2 on
Where
B.
Jit is.
Oh.
Yeah, and Jit's not going to last much longer. Paragod with that snipe. So interesting first round here. Thundersmurf with the 2 kills. You know, Mag only getting 1 kill. Let's see if Mag wants to change anything. Obviously, Mag's won the pistol round, and they're on the side that they want to start on, which is a certain side. I would say the side that most teams probably favor on this map. So if TAW can get out of this with a 4-4 or so and go into Insurgent side, I bet they'll be pretty golden to win this match. Mag definitely needs to get some momentum here soon on the favored side.
Yeah, Mag had pretty good control there for a little bit, and then in a few seconds, TAW just got 3 kills and totally flipped the switch on them.
Well, TAW realized they were all positioned around B. They realized there were a lot of guys from Mag on B. They were trying to get B control, and TAW quickly pushed through the flanks when Mag's players rotated. So,
oh, Paragod picking up a quick snipe, looking for another on construction. Will he get it? No, he does not. Roller.
Mag's team's very separated this time. There's 2 on C side and 1 going into B now and 1 on A side. They don't really have much support for this B player here. TAW's pretty much got control of it. Let's see if they'll save this cap.
Oh, Hellraiser picking up another. Now 5v3 in favor of TAW.
Jit's looking for Hellraiser. He's looking above him too, but he hears someone above him, but it's actually Roller. So Jit's actually looking up, thinks that Yellow. Oh, they missed Jit with the nade.
Roller trying to offer cover to his teammate. He does see the white truck. Roller gets 1. Jit gets another.
They got this at 99.
Jit trying desperately to stay alive. Hellraiser going to come in and make quick work of him. Roller now needs to go to A.
Yeah, Roller's going to do a ring around the rosy here, try to get behind the enemies, switching positions fast, which is good. They know Shops was the last man alive, but Roller did a good job of getting out of there. Now he just has to try to move fast to try to get some kills, some picks, and maybe get a clutch.
Right, and if TAW's smart, they're just going to hold this down and lock him in.
You definitely.
Look at Paragod back on Blue Bridge with that sniper rifle. They think he's in Africa. But now he's going to go back towards A. Triskelion might hear him. Look at the positioning on Triskelion. C being capped.
Yeah, Trisk in a great position. Really unusual position. I bet Roller's probably not going to look there.
Oh, he gets taken out. That was very close, actually. Roller, just a quick snap would have got him.
Yeah, he just didn't peek into it enough. I think if he maybe would have taken his time a little bit more, and if he maybe thought he was there and peeked it completely, and maybe even you don't want to pre-fire in that kind of situation because it gives away your positioning. But it's a fine line between pre-firing and maybe peeking because it's difficult to just peek someone and then acquire a target and kill them, especially when they have the jump on you and that kind of thing. Yeah, there's also a right peek for Roller too. So
yeah, here we go into the third round. 2-0 in favor of TAW on security. Let's see what Mag does to change it up. So far, Paragod has gotten a pick every round in the beginning. So
really?
Yeah, so it's 5v4 before any engagements occur. Which
he's going to the box. He's gonna try to pick Africa from the box, but Mag's not running anyone there. They're going 3 seaside this time, switching it up. Jet's picking construction, and Roller's going to shops. They're leaving B completely open.
Root almost getting a kill. There we go. Oracle on to Root. Roller sees him on concrete. Concrete, a tough position to play. He's going to get taken down as well. Now 5v3 in favor of Insurgents. Paragod looking for a snipe pick. Roller trying to be careful. Shop's completely being overrun by security right now. Roller gets 1 kill. Triskelion coming through on the other side, looking towards Yellow Pillar. Takes down 1. He's got to be careful of Lower Africa. Top Blue picking him, and now just the sniper, Wooly.
Yeah, Paragod doing the really predictable thing here, going to C, and Cherishly, Spartan's just waiting for him. This is going to be a round for Mag. Mag gets the bounce back round after losing the first 2, so maybe this can give Mag the momentum they need to win this match. You know, Paragod didn't rotate up fast enough when his teammates were dying, and they kind of just lost control of the map early, and Mag, you know, that led to a victory for Mag. Mag doing a great job at staying put and staying passive, defending those areas once they got the early picks.
Yeah, you see that they totally completely stacked that seaside. They didn't even run towards Africa that time. They just left it alone because Paragod had denied it the last 2 rounds. So good call by them.
Wolfman's having a little ping issue. He's got 500 ping right now. I wonder if they'll sub him out or anything, or if they'll leave him in.
Yeah, I know Mitsupata was waiting to see if he could get in. Looks like, is Paragod off sniping now? Yes, he is. Paragod has dropped his sniper for an M16.
Jess is going to run straight off construction after TAW sets up the smoke.
Paragod in shops already. Going to get a kill. Triskelion with another kill. 5v3 already for security. You see that Lower Africa player. Hellraiser throwing a flash. Oh, we're all...
Wow,
Paragod with another kill. Wow.
On B.
So the
crazy interesting. TAW's just switching straight from a sniper to all smoke.
Oh, wow, with the hip shot by Oracle. They know where he is. Doesn't see the guy concrete. Now it's just Spartan all by himself getting picked. Just shoulder peeked just a little bit right there. That was a quick round for security.
Yeah, Mag was positioning, you know, the construction pick worked really well for them last round, and TAW just completely flip-flopped from a sniper strat to a smoke strat and rush B, and Mag wasn't ready for it. You know, it was really unpredictable. You know, Mag kind of set up to counter the sniper with the heavy C push, you know, with the insurgent construction cross picker, and yeah, I mean, it really worked for TAW there, that switch up. That was a good call on their part.
Yeah, they were playing that sniper to deny them certain areas, and now they got into the head of Mag and then completely switched it up. So it worked for Paragod that round. He got 2 kills with the M16. Looks like he's still not running that sniper. So we'll see if they do it again. That worked out really well for them.
Yeah, they're like triple stacking A side here. TAW is.
You know, see that. There again, they're going to run in, and Roller trying to counter.
Rook is killing Oracle and Barber.
Easy pick. There we go. Paragod on top. Kills through the smoke on Wolfman. But Triskelion going down. Paragod hears the guy behind him. Kills Roller. It's going to be another 2 kills. Now only 2 up. 4v2 situation in favor of security. But B is going to get capped.
Yeah, I think Mag's just spread out a little bit too much here. You know, leaving Spartan on top C really separated him from the rest of the team. And now it's going to be a difficult situation for Jit to get out of, and they know where Jit is. He just shot a pre-fire. Yeah, Thundersmurf's looking for him.
Thundersmurf hot on his tail, but Triskelion might see him from Pink Bridge. Right now, you see him all the way over there. Just creeping.
Paragod's ready. He's going to call him out, and Thundersmurf's going to try to re-brag. It's going to be good for Jit if he can kill both of these guys.
Creeping up, and there is the pick by Paragod. Paragod picking up 3 kills that round. Going huge with that M16.
Paragod's a monster, man. 9-1. You know, he started out doing really well with the sniper, but since he has swapped the sniper out, he has, you know, shown a lot of skill with the rifle. It's always good to have a sniper who can switch to an actual rifle, you know, in case you need to switch or the sniper's not working, or maybe you need to be a little bit more unpredictable. Paragod's really showing his value as a player to TAW right now. Doing really well that round.
Absolutely. And who knows, I mean, you know, like you said, some teams do favor insurgents, but maybe it's the opposite for these 2 teams. Maybe both these teams actually favor security. So, you know, it's anyone's game even going into the half. So we'll see what Mag can do to change it up here. See if they can take control. I would like to see some more control of B and a little more pre-fire from them. You see Spartan sniping now, but the sniping's not going to help when your whole team is smoking out B. Oracle rushing into Barber. Needs to be careful. Oh, tries to pre-fire, but no, Root takes him down.
Spartan sniping here for Mag.
Yeah, and Thundersmurf hears him. Thundersmurf is creeping. Paragod in the yellow shops. Stairs. Trying to see a pick. Gets the pick through smoke. Roller knows where he is. Will he be able to get the kill? He does. Paragod goes down. Thundersmurf forever creeping on construction. Triskelion desperately trying to stay alive. Roller looking for the kill onto concrete. He sees him and gets the kill. Thundersmurf missing. Spartan gets taken out by Thunder. They definitely know where he is now. And Thunder gets taken down.
So, you know, I personally thought that Mag was about to lose that round, and Roller just bailed Mag out. I mean, he pushed up, he got a twitch kill on Paragod, he went to the bridge, took control of the enemy bridge, and really just destroyed TAW's control of Bravo. Thunder Smurf took a little bit too long to really have an impact on the round at all, and kind of, honestly kind of wasted his flank. I know he was trying to be careful, but if he would have killed Spartan much earlier, that would have really caused havoc for Roller and Mag as to if they could push onto that bridge or not.
Right, absolutely. It would have split their attention because Roller just rained down from that top yellow bridge, and an amazing play coming out of Roller that round, getting 4 kills. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in to the DGL.org Division 3. This is Mag vs. TAW. Hello. Shark Tonto, Alex, Mitsu, Nex, Feds, and Corey. Here we are, live underway in the 7th round. Look at Hellraiser pushing up into helicopter. Every team trying just to gain an inch, getting flashed. Root looking for a kill.
Oracle's just continuing to be aggressive on Barber, even though he's been killed the last 2
rounds. Look at Jit! Right there, right next to one another on B. There you go, Hellraiser with the kill. Oracle needs to be careful in Barber.
TAW doesn't need this cap yet.
He gets 1 kill, but Paragod misses and kills him. Wolfman trying to get a kill. There's Wolfman's first kill on the red truck, and that's going to be a big one. Unfortunately...
TAW got Bravo.
Yeah.
So their whole team's going to come back.
And they know where he is.
Oh, Paragod's peeking this. This is going to be close. Oh, Wolfman looks away.
Paragod heard him, but didn't see him.
Man, if Wolfman would have just waited a millisecond longer, he would have seen Paragod. Oh, man. And Paragod still thinks he's
might
there.
be able to get the kill here. He sees him and gets the kill. 5-2 in favor of
Yeah,
TAW.
Mag needs this next round big time. They need it. It's going down 2-6. Going into security side isn't going to be good for them. They really need to win this next round.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And like, who knows? Maybe, maybe they're the best team in the world on security, and it's game over.
Possible. So, now Triskelion, he's called a TAW. A TAW. He's got a pause. So, you might have some time here to give Mag some time to regroup a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if they couldn't, I don't know, I'm sure TAW has their reasons, but when you have the momentum like this, they should just keep rolling with it, But this is actually probably going to be beneficial to Mag because they can talk about what's going on, and maybe reorchestrate themselves with a new strategy to counter what TAW is doing. I would like to see, some more Barber control. Looks like Triskellion's coming out, and then Wabi is coming in.
Yeah. So Wabi, played with Wabi as well. He's a really reliable player. He's not very explosive, but you can kind of put him in a position and count on him to hold it. So we'll see what changes with TAW's strategy now that they've subbed Triskelion out. Let's see if he plays the same position, or maybe they decide to stick Wabi somewhere else.
All right, here we go. Well, emergencies do happen, so I don't know what happened with Triskelion. He was doing fine. Here we go. We'll be going lore here. There's the scoreboards for you. Scoreboards? Scoreboard. For you, ladies and gentlemen. TAW up on security. This is the last round in the half. Let's see if Mag can gain another Definitely want to go onto security with as many rounds as you can from insurgents.
Definitely. Thundersmurf's only got 4 kills right now. Let's see if he decides to invoke the powers of the Zap gods here. And Spartan as well. Spartan at 2 and 6. I definitely know that Spartan can play. He's a lot more capable of carrying than that. So we're going to be interested to see if anybody steps up their game here in the second half.
Yeah, Paragod playing super aggressive right here, picking 1 kill right off the bat. Spartan playing a skinny. Wabi looking for a kill as well. Can Jit see anyone? Jit's just raining down
Roller's
smoke.
about to push this. Roller might see if there's 3 A players
Yeah.
on top, but none of them are looking at Roller. Wabi's just waiting for Roller to come out. They're
You
all
see-
watching.
They're all completely lined up. Of course,
It's
he
a
didn't.
firing squad.
Yeah, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Here we go. Here's going to be the kill. No, Roller misses. And that's going to be detrimental because they are all over B now. Roller trying to pick this ill pillar but does not see him. Wolfman coming into Barber. And Paragod takes him down. There's a cap, and it's 5v2. This is going to be very difficult for them to take, but not impossible, just improbable.
TAW messed that up and didn't save that cap there. They capped that with no one dead, so see if Mac can take advantage of that mistake.
Yeah, let's see what Roller can do. He's going to need to help his teammate. No, Spartan's going to go down, and this is going to be difficult. Roller missing that kill onto Shops was, you know...
Hellraiser's watching C, so they have no idea where Roller is. They're all around A. If Roller tries to push this, it's almost certainly suicide.
So we'll see what Roller elects to do.
I think he's gonna try to round it and go C and maybe flank from C side, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, probably, but he's got to be careful. Hellraiser is in that upper Africa. He's not looking towards C, though. He doesn't really need to right now. He just needs... TAW just needs to make sure they hold their lanes and they don't die. As you can see on the map here, Hellraiser now looking towards C, but has nothing. So
yeah, they're not really looking towards C at all. You know, they're all kind of just around A and B. Now, I like TAW's placement here. You know, they're all in corners. They all are just waiting. They're not walking around everywhere. And they're just waiting for Roller to come to them. And time is ticking away. Roller doesn't have a lot of time. He needs to move soon, and he knows that.
yeah, he doesn't have a lot of time here, because unfortunately, even if he gets on an objective, Hellraiser is going to run to C, and then you're not going to be able to trade there.
Yeah, so he needs to go for kills.
Yeah, and
But
unfortunately,
he doesn't really have time to do that either.
yeah, he does not have time to do such a thing. Now, as soon as he steps on A, Hellraiser should start to go to C.
Let's watch this movement by TAW. I want to see what they decide to do.
He's
They
got to
might
be
just let him
careful.
have it. No, they're not even going to C. Hellraiser's just going to go straight to A.
Yeah,
See if Roller can get this clutch.
they're gonna all in. Roller though kills one, going from the other side, and Paragod takes him down. That's gonna be 6-2 in favor. Paragod going ham.
He's putting the god back in Paragod. I mean, it's 14-2, man. That's pretty crazy. He's got more kills than any 2 of Mag's players put together right now. So, and any 2 men on his own team put together.
That is correct. He's just playing those angles. He was rushing into Shops, and he got, 3 kills every time he went there. They were not locking that Shops down. Looks like we're going to see a sub come out here. Wolfman's going to leave. Will we see Mitsupada come in?
Yeah, I bet it's going to be Mitsu probably. Yeah, I don't know. When I've done, when I've seen these D3 matches or casted them or anything like that, this season at least, it seems to always be, D3 is usually where a lot of your inexperience is, but a lot of the really good teams in D3 have a lot of experienced players, and those players with experience and prior seasons, they really shine, in a lot of these matches, and you're kind of seeing that now. Paragod, he used to play for Endeavor over in Europe, and he's done this before. It's not his first rodeo, so definitely showing his skills right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing work for his team. So we will see. Oh, looks like Thundersmurf crashing out as well, so we're going to see a little bit of delay here going into the second half. And I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Ura Gaming, for supporting us for over a year now. They have all your Insurgency server needs and whatever else you may need related to voice over IPs and gaming servers.
So, Thunder Smurf was 4-2 before he timed out. He's been playing pretty far back and just getting rotation kills. He really hasn't had to do much for TAW. Hellraiser's 5-4, 5 caps. He's playing B. He's doing it very well. Mag didn't make much of an effort to really challenge him directly on B in most of that half, and I think that really helped TAW out. Root's 6-6 currently, and Wabi hasn't really killed anyone in the first round he was subbed in. That was kind of just a quick round with Paragod just going nuts. So on Mag's side, you have Roller at 8-6, Oracle at 5-7, and then Spartan at 2-7, Jit at 3-7, and then Mizzou now subbing in.
Yeah, I would. It just seemed like, for Mag, they weren't taking control of Barber, and they were letting security walk kind of all over shops. Sometimes there'd be a guy there, but they would let him up into top yellow, and then that top yellow guy, which was Paragod usually, would just wreak havoc all over them. And that one round, Roller took shops away from them. He got 4 kills, and they dominated. So,
Yeah, definitely. You really look at, what Mag's done. Roller, half of his kills came in that one round, and outside of that round, take that round away, TAW's really winning the frag rate. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that Mag doesn't have any caps, and they just need to get some caps, man. They need to go for objectives, or they haven't even been able. You got to remember also that I believe that these caps on the scoreboard, they also count for decaps or killing someone on an objective or anything like that. It's not just the points that you cap. So they really haven't been quickly to respond to TAW controlling B, and a lot of this map is really about controlling B. So it's going to be interesting to see if they switch their strategy up to kind of focus B control. They've been trying to flank. Oracle's pushed Barber on last half probably 3 rounds in a row. In the first 2 rounds he was killed, and the third round TAW didn't play anyone in Barber, and Oracle took a really long time to get through it. So TAW's holding up their flanks pretty well.
It looks like Paragod will elect to snipe on this side. I do not see a sniper coming out on the security side, so we'll see what Paragod tries to do here. Most teams electing not to snipe anymore on Insurgent because you can see pretty much all the way across the map just with a regular rifle or iron sights. So,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely just as easy, I would say, to pick with a AKM or AK-74U across from construction, and it's also very possible to get counter sniped too. There's a lot of counter snipe spots that everybody knows now, and they can really pick off construction pretty easily. So it's become less of a viable tactic.
Yeah, what's interesting is that Mag was smoking B, but they weren't really pushing it at all. They were just doing it to get into shops. Yet they really didn't control shops around. So we'll see what they can do coming here in the second half. It is 2-6 in favor of TAW. TAW now playing on Insurgents. Can Paragod pick up a snipe here? Ooh,
I misses the smoke barely.
And that's going to be a double stack onto Barber. Pre-firing. Thunder's got to be careful. Mag now on B. Mitsu picking up the kill. Pre-fire coming out. Thunder trying to stay alive. Hellraiser getting his own pick. Thunder getting his pick as well. As well as Hellraiser. So now it's a 3v4 in favor of TAW. TAW getting their own pick now 4-2.
So once again, Mag split up, and TAW's kind of got the central B control. They're all in rotatable spots, and Mag's kind of just split up around the map, and now Spartan's just last alive by himself.
Look at Paragod looking over here into A. Skinny. Did not see that guy. B now at 75% capped. He's not in a very good position. If he keeps playing around over there, Paragod will eventually see him. Oh, Paragod knows where he is now, and Spartan will run away, but Thundersmurf is hot on his trail. There he goes. He sees him. He'll jump up, try to look over the wall. Yes, he does. No, Thundersmurf with the quick kill onto Spartan. That's 7-2 in favor of TAW.
Hellraiser and Thunder doing work there. 2 kills apiece in that round for TAW.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
This is really surprising. I honestly thought that Mag was probably going to win this, to be honest. But they still have a chance to bring it back, but they need to do it now, and they need to make some big changes. You know, TAW's really concentrated together, and they're working. Their teamwork's very good. You know, TAW has very good teamwork, so Mag needs to figure out a way to counter that.
Yes, they have their team building sessions every Sunday.
Yeah,
So they
definitely.
They are connected. Yeah, you are seeing smoke come out from Mag, but just not a lot of pushing going on. Jit electing to use a pistol. I don't know if he's doing that for speed or whatnot. Trying to get on a B. Paragod looking for some snipes, but not getting any. So now Roller is in top shot. Let's see what work he can do here. There he goes. He kills Wabi. Hellraiser getting a kill of his own. Thundersmurf should know he's in shops. Maybe he does not. Roller needs to look down onto B. Roller could have gotten a free kill there. Oracle looking for a kill of his own. Doesn't see the guy on Cubby. He's going to get picked by Hellraiser. Hellraiser needs to look down. Wow, Thundersmurf getting a pick there. Just need to be a little more aware of your surroundings. Thundersmurf getting another kill. Gotta be careful of top blue. Mitsu should know where he's at. C at 50%, B at 25%, but not being capped. Looks like they're gonna give up this C cap. Paragod moving in now, using the Model 10, probably one of the worst pistols.
Spartan's gonna get this pick.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Model 10 is probably one of the worst pistols in the game. And wow, look at that quick round for Mag. Played C very strong there.
Yeah, Roller with some kills here gets the kill in Africa. You know, and he kind of, by doing that, he forced Thunder, you know, to be put in a tight position and kind of destroyed their infrastructure, to be honest. So, yeah, big kills on the flanks from Mag, and that's what they're kind of looking for with their strategy here, and that time it worked for him.
Look at that, though. Great strategy by Paragod. He has used the sniper twice in a row. It has not gotten him anywhere. He has now dropped it for the AKM. Looks like he will elect to play C side because that was the side where TAW got swept on. And it looks like Mag is going to be pushing at least 2 to C side this time, and TAW will have their own on the C side. So let's see what
Just
Paragod...
Bravo again.
Absolutely.
Jet with a pick on Bravo, gets Hellraiser. He's just settling into concrete here. Oracle with another pick on Paragod and Barber.
Yeah, Spartan needs to be careful. This guy playing on C. Root trying to get a kill. Jet needs to watch this. Africa, there's a smoke coming out from top Africa. Root trying to get a pick. Will Spartan pick him out? Yes, he does. Well, these players need to be careful. Roller gets picked off, or Roller picks off Thundersmurf, actually. And now it's Wabi all by himself. Mag, 5-1. 5v1. Mag just picking away at TAW. Let's see what Wabi can do. Wabi's got to be really careful. I would elect not to go to B. That is a death sentence. Spartan's going to step on C, it looks like, getting stuck on the wall. And no, Jit's going to pick him off from top yellow. So, wow, here we go. A change of events. See, it's not over till it's over, Wooly.
Definitely not, and Mag has adjusted. They've won 2 rounds in a row. They might be mounting a comeback here. Let's see if TAW can figure this out. You know, they still have the lead, but if Mag wins this next one, TAW's definitely got to be worried. Definitely got to be worried now. I would say that, you know, they need to change something to kind of put Mag away, but Mag's not going away easily.
No, absolutely not. And Paragod hasn't had 1 kill since the half. So 3 rounds he's had 0 kills. So they're definitely shutting him down with their C play. Mag is stacking 2 on C, and it is working out for them very well. We'll see what picks we can see. Hellraiser trying to run on to B, but Jit playing that white truck so aggressively. There's going to be the first kill. Oracle en route. They're double stacked, though. Need to be careful. 2 on B for both teams. Spartan sees this enemy. Will he get the kill on Paragon? No, he misses. Misses again, and there's the kill. Thundersmurf picking up the first kill for Insurgents. He needs to go back to top shops and help his teammate, and he needs to do it right now. Wabi is in a lot of trouble, Wooly.
Thundersmurf looking to pick this bridge guy, but he misses the shot. They're running out of time. I think Thundersmurf's just going to tell him go to A. Let's give them B and C. Let's go to A. Probably a smart move. Oracle's waiting in the courtyard, though. Gets Wabi.
And we could see a cap out here if Thundersmurf doesn't do anything. It's 5v1, and Oracle is just going to be waiting for him.
Oracle's not even sitting. Oh, yes, he is.
And there we go.
Thundersmurf as well.
Now, that is 4 unanswered round. Can you feel the comeback, Wooly?
Yeah, the momentum shift is happening. Oracle stepped it up, and Spartan as well. Spartan having a few good rounds. So if you notice Mag's strategy there, they had a guy in Barber, they had a guy upper Barber, C Skinny, and White Truck, and then they just kind of gave Roller A to himself and said, here, just defend this. They know that they know that TAW is not pushing A. They know that TAW is concentrating their strategy around B, and now they are changing their strategy from a pushing strategy to holding and taking control of B, and it's working for them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's interesting, you know, we'll see how TAW adjusts to this. TAW is trying to hold this C, but they need to get someone to hold the shops and then take over that bridge.
They just sent 3 to C side.
Every time, but no, Hellraiser's going to get a pick of his own, but Mitsu knows he's up there, gets picked through smoke by Hellraiser. Hellraiser going to drop down, looking onto blue pillar, doesn't see anyone, but he's not on B. Jit is just camping right behind B. So Hellraiser doesn't know he's there.
He's looking for him. He's looking for him.
Will Jit get the kill? He does. There's the headshot. Spartan's going to get flanked by Root. Oh, Root doesn't see him. Root passes right by him. Root and Spartan right next to each other, completely run away from one another.
Jit's called out, but he's watching his back. A good move by Jit here.
Yeah,
Roller just took out Thundersmurf too, so TAW's A flank is open. So 3-on-3.
3v3. Spartan knows someone went C Skinny. Jit trying to stay alive. Trying to get this pick. Will he get a pick of his own? No, Root takes him out. Now it's going to be a 2v2. Will Spartan be able to get the kill? Yes, he does. 2v1.
Oh,
Wabi.
man.
Wabi all by himself. Here comes Spartan around the corner. Will Wabi see him? He does. Now a 1v1.
Roller knows he's connector.
And that's 5 unanswered rounds by Mag.
That's a huge round for Mag, man. That's crazy. That's crazy huge. They brought that one back. Oracle got killed at the beginning, and then Hellraiser just ran into Barber and totally destroyed Mag's bridge player and Oracle, and they somehow brought that back. Jit was really great at putting himself in a good position there. Knew his flank was down, held his flank for a long time, got B capped up, and they forced TAW to move on to B and got the refrags to win the round. And they're subbing Wabi out now. I think they might put Triss back in. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's just they need to be holding. I mean, Hellraiser did a wonderful job taking Blue Bridge. Absolutely. And, you know, he got those 2 kills and had complete map control. I think where he went wrong, though, was he jumped off of Blue Bridge. I think he should have just kept rotating through down to Kitchen and picked off because Jit was hiding right behind that palm tree, which completely unorthodox spot. Most people are not hiding there. Most people are in the point. So
yeah, definitely Jit with a sneaky position there, and it's always risky when you just jump off of the bridge onto B, especially when there's still 3 players from the enemy team alive. You know, obviously you're going to be called out when you get 2 kills. They're going to be looking at you, and you jump off the bridge. You kind of just expose yourself. I was honestly surprised that he wasn't actually killed sooner than he was. So
we will see.
Kill by Jit.
Yeah, we will see if this match goes terrific or magnificent. That's at you.
That was clever.
That's at you, chat. I have to thank the chat Sniper with the excellent jokes and Blast with some of his own. Don't worry, Sniper. I got your back. So we'll see now. 6-7 in favor of TAW still, but Mag with 5 4. That's 4 unanswered rounds. Oh, 4? 5. 5 unanswered.
5-5. Yeah, it was 7-1. Yeah,
absolutely.
they're bringing it back.
So we'll see what they can pull out here. Hellraiser likes to rush this barbershop. Look at Mag all over barbershop right now. B at 25%. Mitsu up top.
For the opening pick on Jit.
Absolutely. Hellraiser trying to be careful. Paragod gets taken down. Hellraiser, does he see the enemy in front of him? Yes, he does. There's a pick for TAW. Now 4v3, sorry.
To Mag split up.
Mitsu with the pick onto Hellraiser, 3v3. B almost at 50%. They need to make a move out here. Roller picking root. Mitsu needs to be careful.
If they can stop this full cap. Oh no, Thundersmurf takes him out.
Yeah, Roller needs to hurry up. He's not going to stop this cap, though. It's going to be a trade, it looks like, if that. So Roller has to be careful. Thundersmurf hears him coming up. And that's going to be an easy pick for Thundersmurf. C at 75% here.
They're gonna cap C, and we'll see if TAW tries to recap this, or if they kind of back off. They're just gonna go in anyway.
And we'll see. Oh, Spartan looks away.
Wow.
He saw that he was on C and looked
Hellraiser
away.
just hit fired him.
Trisk is baiting the point. Look at this. Great play. Doesn't want to give them a free cap. Oracle with a pick of his own. Thundersmurf trying to shoot them from the top yellow bridge. Runs out of ammo, unfortunately. Trisk with the pick on A. He caps A, and C is going to be capped right here, and this is going to be the 8th round for TAW.
Wow.
Good round.
So that time, it was great for TAW because they put Triskelion back in. Obviously, he had a lot of success. He had 2 kills in the round, but he had an answer for the B push, right? So early, Mag wasn't really playing B. They got very behind, and then they started playing it. They took control of it, and they, were very aggressive. But when Triskelion got that first kill on Jit on B, that really swung the pressure to Mag, and Mag really couldn't. They tried to answer for it, but Thundersmurf had a great rotation up the yellow and really protected his B player even when they were down in numbers to Mag. So TAW was able to secure that.
Absolutely, there were just trades back and forth, and great rotations by both teams. Just looked like TAW, had the upper hand there just slightly at the end. Unfortunately, Spartan not being able to defend C. That could have changed it as well.
I really want to see us go into overtime.
Triss trying to get a pick onto Barber. Hellraiser playing super aggressive. Thundersmurf getting a kill. Hellraiser getting another kill. White Truck. Will Hellraiser be able to flank White Truck? They know he's there.
Jit's ready for it.
Oh no, he gets taken down. Now it's a 5v2. Oh, and B is going in favor of TAW.
Spartan's going to try to clutch C, but Paragod sees him.
And Paragod with his first kill of the half, and it's a huge one. Mitsu trying to move across. B at 75%, A at 50%. Mitsu needs to get moving. That kill does not matter. Drops on top of White Truck and gets taken down, and that's the end of the game.
Good game, guys.
Good game.
9-6, Wooly.
Wow. Well, that was a great comeback by Mag. Definitely made it interesting. TAW figured it out and won the last 2 rounds, but good comeback by Mag. Good effort by Mag. They found themselves really down, and when you're down like that, when you're down 7-1, it's easy to just give up and give the other team the game. But they did a great job in coming